Good morning. My name is Craig Harris, and I work for the city of Wilmington. And this morning, I want to show you North Carolina's Flood Inundation Mapping Alert Network. So, first, we're going to get to the site. I'm just over here at Google, and I'm typing in North Carolina FIMAN. And off we go. There it is, North Carolina FIMAN. It's part of the state's emergency management system. But what we're looking at is an amazing network of flood gauges throughout the state of North Carolina. There are over 700 gauges, which is amazing. Why should you be interested in flood gauges? Flood gauges let you know. It doesn't have to be just where you live. It can be where you work. It can be where you vacation or visit family. But anywhere in the state where you see these green dots are where they have set up gauges to help people understand what's going on with water levels so that we can do our best to avoid the challenges of flooding. We're going to focus on New Hanover County and Wilmington in just a moment, but I want to give you a real quick, what is this thing on the left here? You'll see real quick imaging. That colored green is where it's normal. Yellow water levels are changing a little bit more at risk, but we're just keeping an eye on it. Orange is where we're starting to see some level of flooding and upwards on it. So keep an idea on the color, and then the arrows letting you know are the water levels trending down or trending up. All right, so let's get over to our area. I am going to do one thing. I can do this under layer, and I'm going to click on county so I can get it to highlight our county over here. Now we're in New Hanover County. And the reason I did that is I want you to see how many gauges we have. I will let you know that 2 years ago, I think we had just 3, one over here at the bridge, Wrightsville, and down Carolina Beach. We now have 19 within the county. So that is an amazing improvement, increase, and something to be proud of that your community's invested in. Each of these gauges is installed in an area where we have some level of concern, some level where we want to gain information to pass along. So again, this one's the Cape Fear River Bridge. I'm going to focus on the city now. This is Love Grove Bridge. This is over here, Greenville Loop. So that's Hewlett Creek. This is going to be Whiskey Creek down here. Barnard's Creek. Got a second one. River Road and Barnards, and we're going to have another one down here at Mott, and then we'll have 2 over here on Bradley, and then you can see we've got a lot going around the city that are part of this network. So we're going to look at 2 gauges just to give you an example. I'm going to start with Love Grove. This one has been there for a couple of years. So you come up by clicking on it, you get this great map. You can see where it is. So that gives you an idea. Is it close to where you are? Is it close to where you travel? But this is on that bridge over there. You can see who the owner of it is. We can see where the height is right now of the water and what it's going, it's rising. And then this map gives us an idea of what's going on with it. And I'd love to say you could click on here and get the information, but you got to click here. But you can see now the trends of it, and very much a tidally influenced creek. But everything's in the green. We're not seeing anything to be concerned with at this point. But if it got up to 5 and 6, we'd start to respond to it. So I'm going to close on Love Grove Bridge on it. And then I'm going to go back out. And I'm going to go over to a bridge that has an additional set of information. Right now, this is the only gauge that we have that does this. And it's on Cape Fear Bridge. It's one that you can actually run scenarios because they've done some flood modeling on it through hydrological studies. So first, let's look at the data on it, and then we'll look at these scenarios. So again, we can see this is a NOAA one. We have pretty low height right now. We're going to click on our trend map just to see what's going on. But you see with this one, they start giving you forecast models. So we're getting additional data of where it's trending, which is really valuable. Close this out for a second. We're going to go over to scenario, which which is something I really think is a great tool. And then I am going to go ahead and pull up the image kind of across from the Cape Fear Bridge just to give us a little bit of idea. And there's my landmark. Here's our federal building and that really beautiful fountain that's right across. And just so you got, there's your battleship. All right. We are in scenario. This is not live data, but this is where you can project and plan. And I have the ability to scoot this thing all the way across. And this blue image is showing where you might have flood impact. But we can start to see how it changes. So kind of look right in here. I'll focus right in there as I go across. And I'm going to go all the way up to where purple starts. And now you can see where it's coming back on the street. It's flooding. It's definitely affecting this building over here, this building over here. And then as I go further along, things are getting worse on the effect. It's going up the street. More buildings are affected on it. So this ends up being a great way of planning. And I'm a big fan of it. It was used in Western North Carolina to try to project, at what level the river's going to crest, and then where they needed to, evacuate people, move cars, put sandbags in, whatever types of things were going to make the most value on it. The last thing I'm going to do is just let you see this thing over here called subscribe. You do have to sign up for it, but it allows you to then sign up for specific, and I'm subscribing right now to that specific one on Cape Fear Bridge. It allows me to sign up for alerts, and I can get texts, I can get email once I sign up on it. And I'm probably looking at when it's in one of those levels where it's red or purple. I probably don't really want to get lots of alerts for as the tide goes up and down. I really want to get it when it's something of action. I hope you find this video of value. And if you need more information, there's some really great stuff on their help page, particularly around the alerts and so forth. They've got some good information just on what the heck this is for, even a resource to respond to them. I appreciate your time today. Please be safe.